Due to the fact things have been so topsy-turvy the last couple of years, hoteliers and innkeepers need to stay on track of upcoming trends. Here's our take of the top 12 hospitality property trends for 2023. Welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I'm your instructor, Jerry McPherson. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. And make sure to hit the little bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. You won't want to miss anything I designed especially for you. It is natural that trends can be fickle, and just because something is trendy today doesn't mean it will be tomorrow. But staying on top of the trends can help keep your hotel, resort, inn, bed and breakfast, vacation rental relevant. Here's our top 12 hospitality property trends for 2023. 1. Short-term bookings remain. The short-term booking window remains and will continue to be challenging from both an operational and from a revenue perspective. This is not all bad news, as an increasingly short-term booking window represents an opportunity to connect with the more mobile, more astute, and engaged traveler. There's still a great deal of pent-up demand for travel. Even if it is decreasing slightly, there are still people that have got disposable income, although this is becoming less. Properties that are learning to integrate customer data and loyalty profiles across the entire spend property can curate personalized offers for a more discerning guest. 2. Guest interaction will become more customized. The way we interact with our guests will enable increased value creation in 2023. You'll have to think about the value proposition that your specific property offers. Identify what makes you unique and tailor your efforts to reach this targeted guest segment by appealing to the guests. Your guests will want to be treated as individuals. I will share 10 more hospitality property trends for 2023. Right after a word from our sponsor. How do I open a hotel, resort, inn, bed and breakfast, or vacation rental? Or, how do I grow my hotel, resort, inn, bed and breakfast, or vacation rental business? Or, what changes do I have to make at my property post-COVID-19? If you have ever asked yourself any of these questions, I'll be happy to answer, but before I do, let me ask you a couple of questions. Does the idea of being your own boss in the hospitality property industry sound appealing? Is the thought of sharing your corner of the world with guests intriguing? Have you ever thought of opening or growing a hotel, resort, inn, bed and breakfast, or vacation rental, but are not sure where to start? Are you worried about whether guests will return and keep returning to your property after COVID? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, this course is for you. This course is designed to get you started and grow your business as a hospitality property owner or manager with more than just quick fix tactics, but instead help you develop successful long-term operation methods. I will cover what is the hospitality industry, hotels throughout the world, setting up your organization, employee development, marketing for success, to see your property as a guest, how to prepare for when guests return post-COVID-19. What you will learn will help you stay 2 steps ahead of your competition, increase your bookings and patronage, while enjoying a fun and fulfilled life as a hotelier or innkeeper. These tutorials will include 55 easy-to-follow step-by-step video tutorials, downloadable audio and PDF files, and applicable checklists. Series 1, Hospitality Property Organizational Structure. Series number 2, Steps to Hiring Exceptional Hospitality Property Staff. Series 3, Marketing Strategy for Hospitality Properties. Series 4, Guest Expectations in the Hospitality Property Industry. Once you've completed the course and have passed all the quizzes, you will receive a certificate that you can keep in your documentation, place in your office, hang at your front desk. Do you want to take your hospitality property to the next level? Don't hesitate. Sign up now. Before the break, I said I would share 10 more hospitality property trends for 2023. 3. But leisure travel. Leisure travel, or as has been recently coined, mullet travel, is a combination of business and leisure travel that has emerged from those who continue to work remotely. Remote working continues to open up opportunities, people realizing that this means that they can work from anywhere, enabling them to explore new destinations before or after their workday. Hotel public spaces and hotels with restaurants and bars have a chance to capitalize on this trend by adopting their offerings to meet the needs and wants of this emerging segment. This means high-speed internet, ample plug sockets, and great coffee. 4. Business travel. Business travel is returning and will be a big focus for many hoteliers and innkeepers. Some properties have already exceeded 2019 levels because they perform in that segment, and there's no reason that will not continue in 2023. The next step is looking at offerings and make sure that the service and amenities match that rate rise and exceed it. 5. Staycations. Many will continue to travel to destinations closer to home throughout 2023. There are many reasons vacationers choose to stay closer to home, including budgeting or environmental reasons. Between the airline price hikes and the complicated bureaucracy involved in going abroad now, many deem foreign travel to be too expensive or not worth the hassle. Those who operate in a tourism-rich, drive-to markets will reap the rewards of uninterrupted demand. 6. Group business to provide stability. The focus on groups to build out a solid business base for 2023. More and more associations and groups are coming back. The challenge is to look for group-based business that will still be in business and have travel needs during a recession, if one should occur. 7. The working nomad. There's an enormous opportunity for hospitality properties to accept this new generation of digital nomad remote workers who combine employment with international travel. Today's travelers want the best of both worlds thanks to the emerging barefoot workstation concepts and the new definitions of digital nomading. For our property operators, responding to this opportunity is much more than just installing good Wi-Fi. These new generation remote workers are interested in community, in being among like-minded peers, and enjoying a better balanced life. At the same time, when they are working to a deadline, they don't want to be surrounded by vacationers. 8. Training is going to be imperative. It is clear that employees who stepped up during the pandemic are now supervisors or even managers, and many have received limited to no training. This is crazy and has to change, as what has occurred is the elimination of middle management and promotions from line employees to middle management. Giving your employees the tools to succeed with proper training will benefit you tenfold. Are these making sense? Let me know in the comments. 9. Sustainability and mental health. Sustainability and diversity are top causes for social conscious travelers, but mental health is becoming a big focus. The Global Wellness Institute expects to see a 21% annual growth in the wellness tourism industry. That means more events focusing on holistic health, including meditation, physical activity, and farm-to-table food. This will be accompanied by a rise in organic farming practices, allotments and rooftop gardens, healthier choices, and provenance of food and food miles, along with a shift from farm-to-table to farm-to-spa guest experiences. 10. Travelers will crave the outdoor experience. Following the pandemic, travelers are flocking outdoors for their vacations. Households who took their first camping trip in 2020 increased by 5 times more than 2019, and 64% of families with children said they plan to take more camping trips. Other trends in hotels include more green spaces, fire pits, eco-friendly materials, and zoning outdoor spaces into smaller areas to decrease contact. 11. Digitized guest experiences. The hotel industry has an unbalanced relationship with technology. We haven't been the leaders in technology development, choosing instead to take on applications developed for the commercial real estate sector, airports, and the home. Then look how they can be integrated into so-called smart hotels. A trend towards digital and contactless services has gained new momentum. A study found 71% of travelers would be more likely to stay at a property with self-service technology. Make sure your check-in mobile keys and contactless payment processors are being monitored and maintained, as complaints are frequent. 12. Wellness travel. More and more hotels are looking to reposition into the health and wellness tourism than any other trend. And no wonder. This market is booming. This is a trend declared years ago and has now become commonplace. Preventative medicine and self-care are undisputedly trending due to the fallout from the pandemic. Travelers will still indulge, but prefer a better fitness center, outdoor activities, and healthier food options. The full-service segment should carefully watch this rapidly growing demand for personalized treatment plans delivered by experts when modeling their spa department revenue outlook. If you're a member of the Hospitality Property School group, as a bonus, I'm going to share 7 more hospitality property trends for 2023. In conclusion, there's no doubt that technology, sustainability, and security will play a greater role in the hospitality property operations in 2023. With a solid understanding and implementation of some of these hospitality property trends, we know that it will add to the success of your property. What changes do you see in the future of your hospitality property? Let me know in the comments. We cover more on all aspects of operating a hospitality property in the Guide to Owning and Operating a Hospitality Property Successfully course. Take advantage and check out the course. You can find more information at keystonehpd.com/course. You're going to have access to this episode for as long as you'd like, but if you'd like to see all the bonuses you would have access to as a member of the Hospitality Property School group, check out the short video in this episode post show notes. In our next episode, I will be reviewing pre-opening strategies. That's it for today's episode. Until next time, have a fun day. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you sign up for Insider Tips, say hi on social, and join one of our groups. And make sure you get your free copy of the How to Improve Your Hospitality Property Success. You can find all of the links in the show notes.